Hello, welcome back to the Road to Episode 7, my ongoing series where I chart the road to the release of Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens on December 18, 2015. Heading right back into Star Wars news. Empire in the UK, the great magazine, coming out with Star Wars covers and big kind of coverage for the film. There's 3 covers in fact. There's a subscribers exclusive one, which I'll show now, which has BB-8 on the front. I love that. I love the kind of the gold font of Empire, that kind of, it just looks beautiful, really cool, and I'm really loving just what I've seen from BB-8 so far, and I'm hoping that he has a fun personality in the film. Then we have the 2 kind of fold out covers for the issues that are on sale, just to the general public. We have the good side and the bad side, and I love the kind of symmetry of the 2 covers. So we have the kind of the good guys, we have this one here with the Millennium Falcon, and we have Rey and Finn and Poe Dameron, and what I love is that you know, all the focus is being on these new characters, and you know, they're not really relying too much on the old. I mean, you look at the Drew Struzan poster; it just has Han Solo on it, but the main characters are the new characters, and that's a good sign to me. They're not relying on the original cast too much, which they probably shouldn't, even though I'd love to see them just make a whole film about the original cast. But you know, I think it's a smart thing to do. And then we have the villain cover, which has Kylo Ren, General Hux, played by Domhnall Gleeson, and then also Captain Phasma, played by Gwendolyn Christie. And there's been some complaints by fans that both of these fold-out covers have mistakes. The bad guys one has original stormtroopers from the original trilogy, not the new Force Awakens stormtroopers. Obviously, it's been photoshopped, and so a mistake was made. And then also the Millennium Falcon on the other one has the old dish that the Millennium Falcon used to have, but now it has a rectangular dish. So people are like, oh, there's mistakes in these covers, and it's like, really? You're looking that hard? I mean, I don't know. I just think that was a bit pathetic, to be honest. But some cool covers, and I wish I was back in the UK to pick them up because they're really cool, and I love just collecting stuff like that. Anyway, some kind of little bit of a tidbit from Empire magazine where J.J. Abrams was talking about Kylo Ren, and he says Kylo Ren is not a Sith, which we know. We've heard about him saying that he's he's in the Knights of Ren. So Kylo Ren isn't his actual name. He's a Knight of Ren, and he says that he works under Supreme Leader Snoke, who is a powerful figure on the dark side of the Force. And it says here on StarWars7News.com, Snoke, you will recall, is a performance capture digital character played by Andy Serkis, who can be heard growling the voiceover in the first teaser. Aside from shedding a little light on Ren's origins, Abrams gave some background on the state of the universe when The Force Awakens begins, including the origins of the First Order, who are not quite the Imperial remnant many had taken them to be. And he says, that all came out of conversations about what would have happened if the Nazis all went to Argentina but then started working together again. What could be born of that? Could the First Order exist as a group that actually admired the Empire? Could the work of the Empire be seen as unfulfilled? And could Vader be a martyr? Could there be a need to see through what didn't get done? But yeah, that bit where they say Snoke, as you will recall, I hadn't seen anything about a Supreme Leader Snoke. So that, I guess that's Andy Serkis' character then, a digital, performance captured character called Supreme Leader Snoke, who Kylo Ren works under. And obviously the voiceover, there's been an awakening, have you felt it? I mean, obviously it's a dark voice and it's a bad guy, but yeah, that's interesting. I'm wondering where Max von Sydow plays into all this. I heard rumours about his character, I might have talked about it before, but they might be true, I guess. He's more of a kind of minor character, but it seems like Andy Serkis might be the big Emperor character of the trilogy, which is interesting. So yeah, some little bits coming out from Empire and some cool covers. There's also a new picture of Kylo Ren, looks awesome. I'm just a big fan of the way this character is shaping up to be visually, and I think that a lot of what made Darth Vader successful was the visual of the character. So hopefully the performance will match the look, and we'll have... I've said it for years now, that they have a job ahead of them making a character that comes even close to how iconic and original and classic Darth Vader was. How do you do another Darth Vader without, repeating it, and by making it different and making it as, iconic and stuff like that? I mean, they just couldn't do it in the prequel trilogy. It was building towards Darth Vader. They had villains along the way that were cool enough, but again, it seems like they might be onto something with Kylo Ren. I'm really excited about it. One more thing before we go, 2 more things. The new game Star Wars Battlefront coming out in December. I'm really looking forward to it. Not my kind of game, but I'm definitely going to be all about it, and looking forward to checking it out because I haven't played any of the other Battleground games. Did I say Battleground? Battlefront, sorry. So yeah, again, not my kind of game, but I'm interested to get it. I'll probably get it around Christmas, I suppose, and maybe ask for it as a Christmas present. But they're releasing a bonus level for free on December 8th, 2015, obviously. That is the Battle of Jakku. So you'll be able to play the Battle of Jakku, which you see the kind of the ramifications of in the second teaser trailer with that bike or the speeder going across the desert and the huge super star destroyer that was crashed that made me lose my shit in the reaction video. And it's also been revealed, I don't know where, I read it briefly, that a schematic of that super star destroyer has been revealed, and it's called the Finalizer, which is a really cool name, but it's a shame because it's not going to be a working ship. It's just this big wreck on this planet of Jakku, the desert planet. But yeah, you'll be able to play the Battle of Jakku. It's pretty cool, I think. And again, they're tying it in everywhere. You know, you're going to get books about the Force Awakens. You're going to get probably comics. You know, and then you're going to get to play the Battle of Jakku in the games. There's all sorts of stuff. The toys. I mean, it's going to be a multimedia extravaganza. It is a multimedia extravaganza. And one more thing, actually, yes, or two more things. One more thing about The Force Awakens is that I read that the novelization, I believe, is by the same guy who did the novelization of the first Star Wars. That I might be completely off base on that. I'll look it up and confirm in some kind of title card or whether it is the same person. But anyway, the novelization of Star Wars The Force Awakens is coming out in January. Well done, Lucasfilm. I remember reading the novelization of the Attack of the Clones before it came out in the cinema. It was in the school library. I read it, and I was spoiled that Yoda kind of had a little lightsaber battle. So I was waiting for it to happen in the film. But when it came out, the trailers for Attack of the Clones had nothing with Yoda kind of, you know, fighting anyone. It was a real, like, well-kept secret, apart from the novelization. So I'm glad that they're not risking anything by putting out a novelization a couple of days before the film opens or anything like that, so that the details get spoiled on the internet. So that's a really great move by Lucasfilm. Well done. And finally, one more bit of news, not Force Awakens related, but Rogue One related. The big rumor now is that they are going to have Grand Moff Tarkin in Rogue One, and Peter Cushing is going to play him. They're going to digitally recreate Peter Cushing for Grand Moff Tarkin, and it's been quoted as saying it is the most extensive CGI creation undertaking of all time, basically. And I think they can do it. You know, I remember, like, years ago when I was a kid, I was a teenager, and they were talking about how, like, you know, digital graphics, you know, in the future they're going to make films with Humphrey Bogart in them and stuff, and they're going to bring back, I mean, that was talked about a lot when CGI became a thing, but now it really is becoming a reality. You look at Arnold Schwarzenegger, in the new Terminator film, when they recreated him from 1984, looked incredible. You know, Michael Douglas in Ant-Man, they made him look younger, looked amazing. And this brings me around to The Force Awakens again, because it seems pretty likely that there are going to be a few flashback sequences to a young Luke Skywalker, and they've apparently cast someone to play him, and I just think, no, you can't do this, and I've probably talked about this before. Just do it digital, you know. I mean, people are saying, oh, do practical effects. Yeah, in this case, go digital. Make a young Mark Hamill, or de-age him, however you want to do it. Or just, you know, do it kind of where you don't fully see his face, and just digitally do it and be smart with it, you know. I just don't want to see another actor play Luke from the original trilogy era when we've already seen Mark Hamill as Luke at that age. I just hate that kind of, that crossroads of continuity where I just don't like it, so I really hope they don't do it. Anyway, that's it for now. Next time I will be talking about the rumoured opening line of the film and the rumoured ending of the film. So stay tuned for that. Some kind of big, well, fairly big ideas going on in that video, I think. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you with that one.
I don't know, 5 seconds.